Hello friends, today we are going to see the gear finishing process. In that we'll cover the following topics: need of gear finishing, different gear finishing process. The first one is the gear shaving process, and the gear grinding process, gear burnishing process, gear lapping process, and gear honing process. So need of gear finishing. The surface of the gear teeth produced through the forming or a generation process is not very accurate and properly finished. So when we are talking about the gear forming, means the gear which we have generated on the milling machine or a broaching machine, that is called as a forming process. And other one is the gear generation process, means like a gear shaping or a gear hobbing process on which the gear has been produced. So in both the methods, we are not getting a highly accurate finished surface or a product, or that is a gear. So due to that reason, what happens, the noise will take place between the two gear, or there may be a excessive wear. You can see from this diagram, or even the backlash between the two gears will take place. And if you see, the many times the tooth may get failure as the we can say the proper finishing is not there. So high, or even the high load may get act on the between the two flanks. So in such cases the failure may occur. So due to that reason, the gear finishing is required. Even for the smooth running, the gear finishing is required, or to achieve the high surface finish, or even if you want to increase the life of the gear. So for all these reasons, the gear finishing is very important. Then the gear shaving process. So in this process, a very fine chips of a size 0.005 mm to 0.1 mm are removed from the gear tooth surface by the cutting edge of shaving cutter. You can see from this diagram, this is a shaving cutter which looks like a pinion, right? Or and over that, there is a narrow groove over that flank, or it is called as a even the serration, right? So this is what I'm showing the diagram. This is a just a shaver machine, and over that there are number of serrations we can observe, right? So for that reason only I'm showing the that shaving tool. So this is what the serrations. So gear to be finished is mesh with the gear saving tool and is also reciprocate simultaneously, which is in the form of a rack or a pinion. So, so first of all, if you see in this diagram, I will show a diagram. This is the rack shaving cutter, and in this rack shaving cutter, the cutter wheel, means rack cutter will move in a linear motion, right? And they both the gear which has to be finished and rack shaving cutter, we are meshing with each other, and reciprocating motion will is given, so that ultimately it converts to the finishing of the gear. Even if you see the pinion cutter, means here this is a pinion cutter which we are talking. So in this case we are giving the rotatory motion to that shaving cutter, or that is a pinion cutter in this case. So this is again I'm showing the diagram of the serration on the pinion. Here also the number of serrations are there on the cutter, on, or that is the shaving cutter. Gear grinding. Gear operating at a high speed and high loads are always hardened, and there is a distortion in the gear flank. So if you see in this diagram, this is a paper mill, or even you can see the mill, cotton mills, in which a very high load or a high speed is always required. Okay, and due to that reason we are going for the hardening process on the gear. So when we are doing the hardening, so over this flank, right, the distortion will take place, right? So this distortion we have to remove. So what we are doing for this, in order to remove this distortion and to have an accurate profile on the gear teeth, for a smooth running gear, the grinding is done. So first of all, the grinding is a very accurate process for finishing the different type of gears or sizes. Gear grinding is done by forming process. This is the sketch we are using. This is actually the grinding tool. Okay. So in forming, the wheel is first true to the required shape and size of gear tooth. You can see I'm showing on this diagram. Here we are giving the same profile. Okay, we are giving the same profile as that of a gear to the gear grinding wheel. So that is called as a true, means we are true the grinding wheel as with respect to the shape and size of the gear tooth. Okay, so this is about the forming grinding wheel is there. The gear is mounted on indexing head and grinding wheel is fit to the required depth. So here this is a gear actually, right, which has to be finished and which are mounting on the indexing head, and the wheel you can see, and this wheel is feed against the gear to be finished to the required depth. Okay, and then the grinding wheel will be rotate. Right now, once the one particular tooth has been finished, then we have to go for the indexing of the gear tooth. Okay, means we are just rotating it to a one pitch, and again the grinding process will take place. Gear burnishing process. So this is actually the machine for gear burnishing. Gear burnishing is a cold finishing process of gear teeth and used for gear after cutting but before hardening to remove the surface finish and uniformity. Means when we are producing the gear on the milling machine, so this is just I'm showing that, means we are producing the gear on the milling machine, right? And before hardening, so between that we are going for the burnishing. Means the gear burnishing will done before the hardening, right? That is the meaning of that. So this is how the setup of the gear burnishing. In this case, the gear is mounted on the vertical reciprocating shaft and is meshed with the 3 hardened and ground burnishing. So you can see in this diagram, these are the 3 hardened and ground burnishing gear. Okay, and they are also mounted on the vertical reciprocating shaft. Means gear which is to be finished and the burnishing gear, both we are mounting on the reciprocating shaft. Burnishing gear are power driven and are fed into the cut gear and rotate through a few turns in both the directions. So here we are giving the motion, means rotatory motion to the burnishing gear, which are in mesh with the gear to be finished. Okay, so in both the directions we can rotate, means clockwise and anti-clockwise. This makes the gear surface smooth and also impart a little hardness on it. So this is the advantage here, because more load will act on the gear, and due to that reason, as there is a more friction, naturally the hardening will automatically takes place on the gear. So load which is provided, we can use the pneumatic or hydraulic system or electrical means also. Gear lapping. The gears which are finished machine or are shaved and then heat treated and finally the lap to remove the scale, improves the surface finish on teeth and rectify a small error due to the distortion during the hardening process. What it means? So first of all, when we are generating the gear on the milling machine, right, or even on the gear shaping machine or a gear honing process, in that case, basically what we are doing, we are going for the saving process. So after saving, we are going for the heat treatment process, and then we can go for the lapping process. So when we are using the lapping process, when if you want to remove the scale, you can see in this diagram, this is the what we can, I am showing the scale over the any gear, okay, and that has to be removed. Means here the remove very fine or in very microns, the amount will get removed from the finished gear. Okay, so it is a very highly accurate process. So in this process, the gear to be lapped are run under the load in mesh with one or more cast iron toothed lap. So I am showing this diagram here. This is the gear where we have to go for the lapping, and this is the cast iron tooth lap, and both we are meshing with each other, and between these two we are using the abrasive particles there, okay, or abrasive paste, and which is introduced or putting it between the two running gears. Now a negligible amount of metal is removed during the process. That's why I'm saying that very in microns we can remove the material. So gear lapping helps in improving the surface finish. Gear honing process. Gear honing is a particularly effective method of removing the nicks, scales, and the burrs from the profile of the teeth after heat treatment by gear tooth hone, which is an abrasive embedded plastic helical gear shaped tool. Means you can see in this diagram here, this is a hone tool. Means it is just like a ring. That's why it is called as a hone ring, right? But it looks like a gear, and which is made up of plastic, right? And this is the gear. So both we are meshing with each other. The hone is rubbed against the profile generated on the gear tooth. So whatever the profile is of the gear, the same profile will be on the hone tool. Okay, and between that the rubbing action will takes place. Here also we can see we are holding the gear on the spindle, and the hone ring we are meshing with the gear to be finished. Yeah. So in honing process, the surface finish to the 0.2 to 0.8 microns RM is, it is a unit of roughness average, right? So surface finish unit is a RA. RA is the roughness average. So again here also a very small amount of material will get removed. The noise of the gear can be substantially reduced by honing. We can see in many times the noise will take place when the two gears are running. But if you do the gear honing process, then we are almost eliminating the noise. Thank you, friend.